Philadelphia has been one of the centers of congressional support for Ukraine, and we are very honored that Congressman Jim Gerlach is in the leadership of the Ukraine caucus. So.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Marty. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll just say I put that down. Okay, thank you. Well, I hadn't planned to say anything, but good evening, and thanks for the introduction, and thanks for the chance to stop by. Hopefully you're having a great conference today, and having a lot of great dialogue about the future of Ukraine and the relations with certainly the United States. And couldn't be more timely for you to be here in Washington to be talking about what's happening in both our countries. And hopefully there's some good news starting to develop relative to resolving the issues that are happening right now, moment by moment, actually, in Ukraine, that will ultimately lead to a peaceful resolution of the concerns that Ukrainian people have, ultimately lead to better relationships with our country as well as the European Union countries. And just something that occurred to me, and I understand you might have even talked about a little bit today, I'm on the Ways and Means Committee here in the House of Representatives, and our jurisdiction is over the tax code and over the major programs funded with taxpayer dollars like Social Security and Medicare. But the other jurisdictional responsibility we have is trade. And all of the trade legislation ultimately comes through our committee and then ultimately onto the House floor for consideration. And as you probably know, right now the U.S. Trade Representative's Office and Administration is concluding a very important Trans-Pacific Partnership Trade Agreement that's going to open up trade opportunities for about 12 countries, including the United States and the Pacific Rim nations. And we're also now just engaging in the start of a European Union trade negotiation that has the opportunity to provide a lot of job creation and trade exchange between the United States and the European Union countries. We would love to see the Ukraine be better part of that future dynamic and that future opportunity for economic exchange and cultural exchange that trade agreements allow for. So as that trade negotiation begins, hopefully the Ukraine government is going to understand the importance of moving Ukraine more fully into the European Union circle of nations and a better opportunity to engage our country on economic and trade issues and ultimately open up opportunities for both our countries and our peoples. So let's all continue to work together to make sure that we push all of the important decision makers in Ukraine towards very peaceful and positive results from the demonstrations that have been occurring. Let's hope that we can see Ukraine continue to move towards the European Union country and our country in very positive economic, cultural, and political ways. And otherwise, just thank you for allowing me to stop by to say hello and have a continued success with the conference that you're having here right now. So thanks very much and have a great evening.